Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Overnight, another attack from the Russian drones of the ports of Izmail and other locations, other targets in Ukraine. Yesterday, the Russians launched a relatively massive drone attack, if you remember, on the ports on the Danube River, and not only. There were about 20-some drones, and the Ukrainians claim they downed all but two. Now the Russians again launched a drone attack strike, and not only over Odessa, but more than that. So I have here the details. It seems like the Russians now they try to destroy the Ukrainians' ability to ship any grain anywhere, and in the meantime the Russians will negotiate with the Turks or Turkey, and not only with United Arab Emirates, their Black Sea grain initiative. By the way, Erdogan, the president of Turkey, is right now in Sochi. So let's go and see what's going on with this little article coming from the New Voice of Ukraine, which states that Russian drones strike Odessa Oblast infrastructure during overnight assault on Ukraine. This is from the Monday, September 4th, 2023. Russia attacked Odessa Oblast and other parts of Ukraine in the early hours of September 4. So we're going to see where that Odessa Oblast is right here. So this is the area where they attacked the Russians, in this area by the Black Sea. And they also attack the right here. Let me show you on Izmail, which is right here. This is the town, a port of Izmail on the white, on the Danube River that flows between Ukraine and Romania. So here they hit Izmail and other targets. Let's go back to that little article here. Not that one, right here. So they did that. Natalia Hemenyuk, head of the Joint Coordination Press Center of the Southern Defense Forces, reported on national television, and I'm quoting, "The air raid alert sounded for over 3.5 hours, the same as yesterday." Hemenyuk said, "The enemy again repeated a massive attack on the south of Odessa Oblast using Shahed attacks UAVs. The attack came in several waves, and we're going to have all the waves coming. The enemy again used the same tactics," she said. And you couldn't destroy them. Hemenyuk also, they said they destroyed them. My bad. Hemenyuk also noted that civilian infrastructure was under attack, and the vast majority of UAVs were destroyed by air defense units. And I'm quoting, "Unfortunately, there are hits to civilian infrastructure, blah, 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 tra-la-la." Let's move on. A little hangar here. I don't know what this is. Flatten out something here. Meanwhile, Oleg Kiper, head of the Odessa Oblast Military Administration, reported that 17 drones have been intercepted in Odessa Oblast at night. Later, the Ukrainian Air Forces said that a total of 23 suicide drones had been shot down during Russian attacks across Ukraine. Unfortunately, there were also hits, Kiper said, in several settlements of Izmail district. Warehouses and industrial buildings, agricultural machinery and equipment of industrial enterprises were damaged. Several fires broke out on the grounds of civilian facilities due to the impact of the debris. As of 7 a.m., the fire has been extinguished. So he was talking about, let's destroy this thing here. They were talking about, as I said, Izmail, this area here by the Black Sea, the Danube River. And it says here that a guy here from the Public Council of Odessa military administration, said that the attack lasted 3 hours and 36 minutes. For the second day in a row, the enemy is attacking the southern regions of Odessa. This guy says details from Ukrainian Air Forces will be given later. An attack by the enemy on port infrastructure was repelled once again. So it says that other parts were also hit. Dnipropetrovsk Oblast were targeted by a wave of Russian drones, of which the Ukrainian military managed to destroy 6, the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast governor said. So let's say where Dnipropetrovsk is right here. This is Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. in this area. So they attacked here, Odessa, and then Dnipropetrovsk here by Zaporozhye. Correct? Zaporozhye is right here. Let's get rid of this one. All right. And we have more than that. Overnight, a total of 32 Shahed launches were recorded during the attacks on Odessa and Dnipropetrovsk. It said that the Air Force, in cooperation with air defense units from other branches of Ukraine armed forces, had shot down 23 enemy attack UAVs, so 23 out of 32, what it means 9. Fighter aircraft, anti-aircraft missile troops, and mobile fire groups units used to shoot down the drones. We're not done, are we? Now it says here that the Russian attack with Shahed attack drones was launched from the south and southeast of Ukraine from Cape Chauda, Crimea, and Primorsko-Akhtarsk in Russia, the Air Force said. Earlier on September 4th, air raids alarm sounded in at 1 a.m. in Zaporozhye and Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Due to the threat of launches of ballistic missiles, the Air Force later said the threat had been repelled. All right, it says also that sirens went off in Poltava, Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, and Donetsk Oblast due to the threat of attack by Russian ballistic missiles. The threat was again repelled. So that means they launched the ballistic missiles, but they repelled it, but no information right now. There was also an alert on Kherson Oblast at 3:47 a.m. due to the threat of missile launches. So we have what? Kharkiv, we have Kherson, so the Russians, Kharkiv is right here, and Kherson is down here. So basically the whole thing here, because they mentioned Zaporozhye as well. And I think didn't they mention Donetsk somewhere here? Yeah, right, Donetsk Oblast right here. They didn't mention Luhansk. So that means it was, let me make this, and make it clear. Okay, it's from here, they went out Odessa, and then they go to Kherson, and then they went Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, then Donetsk, no Luhansk right here, but you can call it Kharkiv on this side here. So this is the overnight missile attack and drone attack on Ukraine. Well, the Russians still have capabilities, and it seems like they increased it. Less missiles though, but more drones. I will make another video because it needs more than 15 minutes or so for this one about drones that Ukrainians claim landed in Romania, on Romanian territory, NATO territory. And again, Ukraine tries to get NATO in a hot war with Russia. They tried again before 2 times. So the next video will be on that subject, those articles. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.